So welcome back for the second of today's triple header. Second game in this big lineup of Tassie Devils Academy football. Boys showing their wares here at UTAS Stadium today. Now we've got the under-14s taking place. After we had the under-13s just before, an entertaining game. It was the South getting the job done in that one. See if the North-Northwest can hit back here. Slightly older age group. Lovely day for football here at UTAS. Getting ready to get underway. And the first hit out is one down by Davis. We've got the South in the Primrose green. North-Northwest wearing, the Myrtle green of the South. Primrose yellow of the North-Northwest. They'll look to go inside 50 for the first time via Hudson Bain. It's a nice kick, and he found Bartlett at half forward. Bartlett will drive inside 50. The spoil came from behind. Good tackle laid by Noah Walker. And saves perhaps a goal and wins a free kick, holding the footy. So some nice work from Walker there, and he fires a laser out to half back. Mark there, Ellerton. Kick towards the contest, getting a hand up there, Noonan. Now wide open forward line for the South. Duan nicely chipped forward by Freeman, and he found Hooker. Just chips a short ball. That was really well thought out. He finds Noah Bowering. Just assessed his options, waited, found Bowering with a pinpoint pass. An opportunity for the South to score the first goal of the game. So Bowering working it back, but not quite enough. It's just to behind for the score of the game. So out of fullback, Drozzards. And a good ball there to Knowles. Knowles seems to work it over the top, and Bain, the next link in the chain, he goes further down the wing, but has coughed it up. It bounced through some traffic. Walker. Intercept mark taken at half back by Drozzards. His kick just a bit too much on it for Groom. And it spills over the line. Davis doing the ruck work. The tackle there was Thorpe. It was caught. So Hearn who won the free kick, and he guides one wide, a bit too wide in the end. It trickles out of play. Tossed in. Noonan beaten there by Davis. The height advantage and won the ruck duel. Great tackle laid by Duan. Dawn. Nice kick to Foal. He guides it across to Walker. Walker spears one, and presenting nicely is Harry Latter, and he showed a nice pair of hands there, as does Hooker at half forward. He set one chance up earlier, just tried to steer this one into the pocket, couldn't quite find rolls on that occasion. That trickles out of play. This one down, handball from Rolls. Manufacturing a kick was Ellerton. And a burst clear field. They're able Work it up towards midfield, but it's intercepted by Walker. Started this game nicely, Noah Walker. Drives this one in deep. Off hands of Drozards. Pressure on the north-northwest defence here. Getting free and snapping is Zeman, but he's offline. Minor score only. Drozards thumps this one out of defence. Plucked by a superb flowing mullet of Xander Hines. Then the kick over the top. Oh, just electing to let it bounce through was Freeman. A bit too unselfish there. Might have been better off going for the mark. Didn't want to prevent Walker from scoring a spectacular goal, but it was offline. Bit of a reprieve there as Drozards again doing a mountain of work early in this one. And searching for Groom. South will get back on the attack. Walker's going to get on the end of another one. He has a bounce. He steers this one, and that's a great intercept mark by Drozards. He fired a pinpoint ball into the pocket where Knowles was waiting. Off hands and out of play. Plucked out of the ruck contest by Noonan. And by spots and over the shoulder. Free kick will go the way of Mead. Happy to work it with short passes. Fisher. Well, just going to have a bit too much on it for Groom. Get a ball in. Inside the forward 50. Primrose looking to get their first score of the day. Having absorbed a large spell of pressure in the opening 6 or 7 minutes here. And ball inside, just put a little bit of pressure on Viney. Did well to get a kick away. In trouble is Bard. He was stripped of the football. Trying to work it out. His eyes are quiet. And a towering mark taken by Latta. Latta. Oh, that'll open things up. That was a clever kick. Sent it over the top and bursting into a wide open 50 was Duan. His kick is also offline, so 0 goals for. Now play. 2 to contend with there. Cooper Field. There we go, unopposed in the end there, Latta. He cleared away. Turning into the tackle of Nadler. Now a chance perhaps for Freeman, couldn't get it cleanly. He'll get another chance here, squaring ball, but too much on that, and out the back Crowley. There's plenty of wide open field in front of him he can gather, and he's also got Drozards, and they'll use each other well, so some good play there just to negotiate their way out of a sticky spot, and now they'll try and get something building through the middle of the ground, but the kick is chopped off, and now perhaps an opportunity for Stanley. Stanley sends it inside forward 50. Good play from Freeman initially. And get clean possession. Handball back to Hines. Hines to deep. Oh, the mark was spilled. That's going to invite a bit of danger. Couldn't get Boots the ball there, Westbury. And he's pinged for holding it. So a free kick goes the way of Knowles. He's going to present and give another option, get another disposal here as he heads wide with a precise kick. Towards the wing. Handball was shut down. It's in there. That will deflect off of Walker and out of play. Just got an arm there to spoil the kick. So Cameron and Latter in the ruck. A kick out of there was Bellchambers. Intercepted, however. Oh, that's a dicey kick. A 3-on-1. Had to be precise. Wasn't in the end. The bounce, the fortuitous one for the South, and they're able to whack it forwards and try and get something going in an attacking sense. Lurking on the outside, rolls if they can get it to him, but it's locked in. Pressure came from Cooper Field. One down nicely by Latter. Couple of handballs and away goes Bellchambers. French is just outpointed. Now Hines can send the South forward again. The whistle sounds. I think that's going to be downfield. The free kick will go the way of Hugo Freeman. Looks around, doesn't see anything obvious. The North-Northwest had the option shut down, so you take the shot on now. Hugo Freeman looking for his side's first goal. They've got 4 behind so far to start this one. And Freeman makes that 5. And generating plenty of scoring looks at the moment, the South, just not quite able to take them. Kick. Able to reel that one in, Nick Cameron. It's good to play. One down, lurking was Foal. Puts his head over the football. Got a handball away to Latter. Latter was caught. Umpire's whistle goes. It'll be a free kick going the way of Flynn Hooker. Can he find that precise inside 50 entry? No, this time he shares it with Walker, and Walker plays set-up man and does it beautifully to Oliver Rolls. And Noah Walker has been outstanding so far for the South. Walker was more than happy to dish it to him. He showed just why there with a beautiful kick to Oliver Rolls. Can he provide the finish that's been lacking thus far? He can't. 0 goals, 6. Behind's continuing to mount here for the South. The Drozards again. The busy man early in this one. That's a lovely kick, and it found McQuestion. McQuestion back to Drozzard. Dances around the player on the mark and then fires one up towards the middle of the ground. That's a precise kick. Found Bain. Bain up towards the half-forward line. It was broken up there by Dykes. And they force a stoppage. Well, no, it's going to be a free kick. A bit of high contact, says the umpire. Contest inside 50, off hands. Handball found its way through to Ahern. Ahern skews the kick towards the pocket. It'll be tossed in. Strike down. Doing well initially was House. Quite find a target in the middle, and now the South look to rebound, but that kick invited in. Cameron broke things up. South able to get back on the ball though. right into the middle of the ground where Stanley was waiting. Stanley got things moving, but Lozzards just reels it in lazily with the one arm, easy as you like, and his kicking has been pinpoint thus far. That no exception to Bain. Bain drives it inside the forward 50. Slightly loose handball from Dykes, and an opportunity now for Bartlett, who looks to bend one back. It's bouncing, and it's socketed through for the game's opening goal. And it was Alex French there to apply the finish. Just soccering home from close range. Like the striker arriving in the penalty box. He was Johnny on the spot to apply the finish. So scores level here. Different avenues to getting to 6 points. 6 straight behinds for the Southerners. 1 scoring chance, 1 goal for the Northwest. Alex French. Back to the middle they go. Scores all tied up. High up and under. Just having to sit underneath it was Foal. Foal squaring ball. Losing his footing but recovering well was Thorpe, and he can have a dash here and then fire one inside 50. Ford just ran underneath it, but he got a push. So Rolls will get the free kick. This one chance earlier, this one slightly further out, but we'll see if it allowed him to get his eye in. Oliver Rolls looking to respond here. Get the South's first of the contest. Kicks from about 35. It's drifting towards the line off hands. Through for a 7th behind. So Knowles has turned it straight over. He was a little indecisive of where to go. Hesitated and then unfortunately kicked it straight to Oscar Dykes. So Dykes, can he be the man to solve the South's goal-kicking woes here at the moment? He too will kick from about 35-40. Won't quite have the journey. Almost rolls. They'll be happy to rush this one through by Crowley. And 2 points lead for the South here as Groom takes the mark inside defensive 50. His kick, Thorpe flew at it, right underneath in the end. Pressure coming from Hines. Thorpe manufactures a kick. They've got some numbers out the back here. The South if it will sit for them. Brilliant defensive work from Cooper Field. Still a dangerous situation. Had to gather that cleanly, Wilson, and did. If he didn't, they were too hot on his hammer. That was some good composed defence. And now McQuestion works it up the wing. They've got themselves out of a sticky spot here. Have Team Primrose. Me kicking to a contest, and a strong pair of hands from Ahern. Ahern found sliding teammate at half forward who set them inside 50 through the hands of Claridge. He'll be locked in there. Blackwell was lurking. Sent them inside 50 moments earlier. Taking it out of the ruck contest, Davis. All cleared away, only so far as McQuestion, who sends one into the pocket. And found the marking target, the form of Taylor, who chips it. And he finds me. A tight angle here for Preston Mee. With take something special from here. He's going with the banana. Oh, he produces something special. That's a second goal for Primrose. They're taking their chances. A piece of magic there from Preston Mee. From the tightest of angles. He dissects it expertly. And Primrose lead this one by 4 points despite having 6 fewer scoring shots. I suppose there are a rush behind or two in there, but certainly been on the back foot for much of the quarter, but they look threatening when they go there. That will be the last act of the quarter as the siren sounds to bring an end to proceedings. So it is Team Primrose of the North-Northwest leading this one by 4 points. A spectacular goal from Preston Mee. Earlier, Alex French had fired one in, socketed one home from close range. They're the only goal kickers in the first half. It was the Myrtle outfit. Despite bossing territory and creating lots of chances, just unable to take one. There's 0 goals 8 in arrears by 4 points at quarter time. Back shortly with quarter number 2 for you in this Tasmania Devils Academy under 14 boys game between the South and North-Northwest. So back for the second quarter. This under-14s Tasmania Devils Academy South v North-Northwest game. It is the North-Northwest leading by 4 points at quarter time. So a late goal from the boundary from Preston Mee. Prior to that, the South had largely dominated proceedings, but 0 goals 8. Able to take their chances. North-Northwest have, and that's why they lead. So we're ready to get underway into the second term here. Prowse wins it down, but clearance is going to go the way of the South via Dawn. We'll get back on the end of this one and guide one towards the half-forward line. Shared with the impressive Walker. Step pass inside was a tad untidy. They're able to win it back though, the South. Dawn. Sends it inside, some good pressure being applied. Eventually though worked its way out to Stanley. Stanley with a kick on goal, but it won't quite have the journey. Chopped off deep in defence. It was Crowley back there. He was able to find a target. Worked out of there by Groom. Kick towards a contest. How's the umpire see that? It's going to be a free kick going the way of Claridge. Claridge called to play on, and an errant kick in the end, and a chance perhaps to punish them back the other way. It was a risky kick into the corridor though. All turned over, one back there by Thorpe. Thorpe shared it with Hines. Hines fired the handball across to Oakford. Oakford now looks to switch up the point of attack. It was a lovely kick to Walker, and Walker can send them inside the forward 50. Just too much on the kick, spoiled away there. Crowley looking to combine with Drozzards. Umpire's whistle goes. It's going to be a free kick going the way of Crowley, or Drozzards rather. He fires one out there to Fisher. Fisher got it moving quickly. Why not me? Sends it down the line in the direction of Taylor. Taylor takes it cleanly. Sends it up there towards Zizi, but the South able to win the ball back. In the middle of the ground is Foal. Foal for Claridge. And South just looking to build off half back. A kick into space is Stanley. He's got Dykes riding shotgun with him, and he uses him. He's got a couple of loose players on over the top here. Turnbull was on, but instead Latter will just go into the middle of the 50. Dropping the mark was Bud. And now they'll rebound back the other way. Taylor. That's a lovely kick for Ahern. Didn't quite reel it in. Dykes under pressure gets the kick away. Numbers favouring the South here on this near wing. Just losing the footing was Zeman. And then a fantastic Hudson Bain tackle. Stripped the football, not rewarded. Handball over the top from Groom. Battling away towards the line. Just unable to keep it in is Taylor. Latter working his way to the front against Prowse, but it'll be the North-Northwest who go forward. Just too much on the kick. Out the back now, Atkin. Back Claridge with some work to do. Got the handball released under pressure from me. Taylor battling away with Hines. Forced forward by Wilson. How's this one going to bounce? Oakford under some pressure here. He's got 3 shirts from the opposition bearing down on him, but was composed. Worked it across to Bowering, and Bowering clears defensive 50 up towards Dawn. Dawn did well. The kick, not so good. It might work out though. Tumbled past a few bodies. Handball into the middle of the ground for Prowse. Left it behind. Walker shared it there with Foal. Foal killed it across there to Stanley. Stanley gets free, fires on goal, but it's always offline. And a ninth behind for the South. They trail this one by 3 points. Bit of an untidy kick for Knowles. He's able to gather and charge off half-back. Wide open in front of him. It was a really nice kick from Knowles. Lee got on the end of it. Inside for Taylor. Now Taylor has got Marshall. Plenty of space, opted against that, has a run himself, and now looks to drive it inside forward 50. Me lurking behind, spilt all the way out the back for Bartlett. Bartlett with the goals at his mercy, just offline. Drifts across and catches the post. So 4 points now the lead. The South through Claridge. Now Hines. Viney. With options presenting short. Eventually found one in the form of Oliver Rolls. Rolls with a precise kick to Latta. Working the ball nicely the South as Latta just over the top of Freeman. Handball inside the forward 50. Flicked out in the northwest should be able to clear here. Big battle on the wing. Backing back with the flight was Thorpe. He was interfered with, so he'll get the free kick. Kick into the corridor. Well, looked nicely in the end, and they'll send it to the dangerous Walker at half forward. He's shown himself an accomplished set-up kick already today. And this is no exception. Hines. Too far out to score, so just kicks it into a bit of traffic, and that allows him Billy Power. Takes the relieving mark. No. Crowley clears defensive 50. Can they keep this one in? Pressure being applied by Zeman. Eventually they work it out of play. Zeman on top there and locked in again. One down by Latta. Goes and collects the ball and kills it round the corner towards the half-forward line, and Ellerton just overrunning at Thorpe. The kindest of bouncers. There's the football back, chipped over the top. Tracking this one was Marshall. South able to win the ball back. Here's Walker. Swings it inside the forward 50, off a couple of pairs of hands before it reached Cameron, or Freeman rather. Force forward, here's an opportunity. Umpire's whistle goes. It's going to be a free kick going the way of the South. Noah Bowering will go back. Try and finally deliver their first goal. This one a fairly regulation chance, 20 out directly in front. Noah Bowering to break a run of 9 straight behinds to start the match for the South. He makes no mistake, slams it through the middle, and they get there first and take the lead in this game. Bowering makes it 1-9-15. The South leading the North-Northwest 2-1-13. Just getting the free kick inside the 450. Probably would have been a goal anyway to Hugo Freeman had play continued. He was running into an open goal, but just dumped without the football there by McQuestion. Tackle just lingering a little. The straightforward decision for the umpire and a straightforward chance, but 0 goals 9. Start playing on the mind of the set shots. No problem whatsoever there for Noah. Drives it through. South in front in this one. See one down by Noonan. It'll be Primrose who go forward here via Bell Chambers. Clearing it away, Thorpe. Ball to be won here. Just not quite catching the kick as he would have liked there was Caden Marshall. Did well to control it, bring it under his spell, but he couldn't direct the kick. Oakford in the back pocket. Oh, that's brilliantly plucked by Jack Crowley. Strong contested mark over the top of Hooker. And he opts to square it up. Question. Risky kick into the corridor. Spilt the way of Knowles. There's the handball back. Now, driving inside 50, Hines read it the whole way and immediately played on, but played on into a bit of trouble. Of course, a bit of a rushed handball. Paddled onwards by Cameron. Cleared away by Noonan. Towards the middle of the ground. Ball to be won here. Walker lurking behind. The handball was released in time. Mulligan numbers on this side. Bill Chambers fired it to Bain. Bain opts to square it up. He had a couple inboard. One of them was Drossett, who gives it an absolute thump from the paint of 50. Does it have the distance? It bounces all the way through. Sam Drossett with a spectacular goal from 50 out. Got the fortuitous bounce. And it's a third goal for Primrose, who continue to take their chances. They lead this game by 4 points. And he just looked up, saw an open goal square and thought, if I can get this over the top, it's a chance. And he bounced it back beautifully, did Drossett. Primrose 3-1, lead at Myrtle 1-9. He was impressive down back in the first half, making an impact. 450 there. Goal of the day there for Sam Drossett. 4 points his side's lead. Back to the middle. Noonan wins it down. Walker with the clear and kick round the corner. Through the hands, though, of Bowering inside 450. A loose handball. Wanting a little bit of danger. Jusking it away was Westbury. Handball out. Tough one for Crowley. Now has to lay a tackle and does a good job locking it in. Brings down Noonan. Noonan works his way to the front. Clearance by Blackwell. Bain thumps it down the line. Hines drifting in, but a hand from Dykes took it away from him, and now the handball over the top. It's going to be advantage paid here. It's opening up its ad. The handball inboard. An opportunity for me, but he turned into Hines. He makes the saving tackle. So Xander Hines launching it. Good body work from Dawn. Couldn't take the mark. Blackwell handball set a task for Crowley. Scrap away at ground level. It's not coming out of there. Davis winning it down. Tackle was a good one from Dawn. Blackwell. That was shut down. Going to be another ball up here. It's Blackwell. Tosses it back to the umpire. Repeat stoppages on the wing. Might be a free kick going the way of Davis there. Was having his jumper grabbed. The umpire saw it the other way. Have it to Noonan. Walker. Little chip into the middle of the ground is a good one to Dawn. Dawn drives it inside forward 50. Spills out the back. Keeping his feet was Latta. Now through traffic comes Bowering, but he too is offline. 1 goal 10 now for the South. So power. it out of defensive 50. Crawford just waited a moment, then the handball initially slick. Crawford got back, provided support, drove it up the wing. The Hearn looking to generate something. That was really classy. Back forward in the direction of Bartlett. Repelling is Dawn. Around the corner to Walker. Continuing to run hot. Combining with Noonan. High ball inside 50. They find a contested mark. Oh, they can. Brilliantly done. And stabbing the pass short was Latta. And he just did ever so well in that marking contest. The shot on goal hits the post. There it was Ellerton. Quite convert. He came within a whisker, but 1-11 now for Myrtle. Kicking remaining a problem. Here's Crowley at half back. Chips it over the top. Zeman looking to take it away. Thumps a kick inside the forward 50. Awkward bounce there. They're able to work it nicely to Crawford though, and they escape out the back here. Perhaps an opportunity for House if it will sit for him. It did. He was immediately under pressure from two though. Able to turn away with it is Dawn. He spears a nice kick in to Ellerton. Hit the post moments ago. Now drives one inside the forward 50. Almost a mark, getting free now, an opportunity. Walker, can he provide the finish? Yes, he can. He's done everything else today, Noah Walker. And he fires home truly and gets his side back in front. They're second of the day, 2:11:23. Leading Primrose 3-1-19. Noah Walker continuing to run red hot here at UTAS Stadium. Big goal later in quarter number 2. And back to the middle they go, is looking to respond to our team Primrose. Send this forward, just unable to take the mark was House. Hines to burst away. Mark under pressure from Dawn, and he turns, wheels, goes. Bit of a grubber kick. Might work out all right, though. It wasn't his intended target, but found its way through there to Ellerton, who sends them inside, and that's a lovely kick. Almost playing on was Latta, and he does play on. Spilled off hands. Couldn't quite find a target there, Pigeon. Oh, under all sorts of pressure was Field. No prior opportunity though. Straightening up, turning and firing is Stanley. And he bends it through. James Stanley gets a goal. So 2 in quick succession for Myrtle. They move to 3:11:29, 10 points ahead as we tick towards the half-time break. James Stanley applying the finish. His side have perhaps been lacking at times in this first half. Bent that one back nicely. 2 goals in 2 minutes. That's 3:11 plays 3-1. South finally getting some reward on the scoreboard. It'll be north-northwest to go inside 50 again. Hines had a slap at it. Caught was Nadler. Hines goes back in. Might have got one over the shoulder there for Bartlett. Just slipped high. Tremendous attack on the man, but couldn't quite keep it below the shoulder. An opportunity for Wilson here. Wilson turns, shares it with Groom. Groom spears it inside. Found its way through there to Cameron. And it's going to be a goal. Some calls for touched off the boot, not heated. It's another one for the North-Northwest, Cameron. And they're back within 4 points. And that was right on the siren too. And a timely goal from Nick Cameron takes us to half-time. The final act of the first half. Primrose will be pretty happy to be within 4 points, given its 14 scoring shots to 5. But they've made the most of their opportunities. The goal kickers for Primrose. Drozzards with the goal of the game, blasting one from 50. Cameron there, just in the shadows of half-time. Alex French and Preston Mee. Well, Mee might have a shout for the best goal too, actually. It was a pretty spectacular goal from the pocket. They've kicked some very nice goals, Team Primrose. Myrtle, they've been a little bit wasteful, but Noah Walker, who's been the best player on the park, kicked a goal, as did Ned Bowering and James Stanley. 3 goals, 11 their total. 4 points their lead at the halftime break in this Tasmania Devils under 14s academy game between the South and North-Northwest. Back with the second half for you in a few minutes' time. So just about ready to go with the second half here at UTAS Stadium in this Tasmania Devils Academy under-14s game between the South in the Myrtle and Primrose of the North-Northwest. It's a tight ball game, just 4 points in it at the half. Scoring shots have been dominated by the South, but 3 goals, 11. Been a little bit wasteful. Primrose, on the other hand, have made the most of their chances. 2 of their 4 goals, pretty spectacular efforts. One tight to the boundary line, one from the opponent 50. It's kept them right in this contest, despite the South having more of it. All the players are ready. We are just waiting for the umpires, however, though, who are making their way back to their positions now. Everyone else ready to go. As eager out there, just a 5-minute break in between all quarters in these games. And the under-13s earlier, a comfortable win for the South. Halfway point of this under-14s game. The 15s to follow. It's South v North-Northwest, more of an intra-squad game. That one, but to play for in the second half here. It's Davis and Noonan meet in the ruck. Noonan wins it down. Handball from Thorpe. Claridge. Now on the outside, Zeman stopped, propped, came back inside, drove the South inside 450, spilt out the back, an opportunity for Stanley if he can gather. He can, and he shares it with Walker, and he was celebrating the moment it left his boots. Noah Walker bags his second. He knew he caught that one right. Where others have been wasteful, Walker has seized his opportunities. 2 goals for him, a very tidy finish. A lightning fast start for the South in quarter number 3. Very impressed by Noah Walker so far today. These young players looking to stake a claim, put their name up there as future Tasmanian Devils prospects. Noah Walker doing just that here at UTAS. So extends the lead to 10 points. Noonan won it down, but the clearance will go the way of Blackwell. Ball whacked on by Hines, but whacked straight to an opponent. Hines gets another crack at it. Was around, and then Thorpe was able to force it forward there. Charging forward once again here. Walker's lurking out the back dangerously, battling away with Stanley. Stanley went back, gathered it, ran into a bit of trouble, had to get boots the ball quickly and did. Towards the goal square, and happy to take this one across the line is Billy Powell. Fisher strides out of defence here and broken up by Walker, or by Zeman rather, turned into a little bit of trouble. High up and under, that won't be 15 from Taylor. He'll have to do some defensive work now. Handball back inside. Paddling it was Bauer. Cleared straight to Zeman. Walker calling for it. Zeman heads in that direction and Walker plucks it. Good man to spot up, and it was a wonderful kick from Stuart Zeman. Gave him every chance to leap at the footy. He plucked a nice mark. Walker will go back for his 3rd. The way he's been playing today, you almost expect he'll just slap this one through. You'll have to kick it from about 35 to 40 out, directly in front. Sends it on its way. And he makes no mistake. Again, Noah Walker. He's turning it on here at UTAS. He has 3 and 2 in the opening 3 minutes of quarter number 3. As the South extend their lead to 16 points. Classy stuff from Noah Walker. Just pointed where he wanted the ball. Plucked it clean. Finished in style. Lovely piece of set-up work from Stuart Zeman too. So Davis and Noonan to resume their duel. Noonan took it out of the contest, but he handed it straight to Bellchambers. South, though, in the middle of the ground. Doing really well there, Westbury. Made it work. The kick plucked by Drozzards. Probably his side's best player in the first half. He'll have to go back in and win another hard ball here. The handball spills out the back, and then it's locked in there, somehow forced out of there by Bellchambers. Claridge's handball was shut down. Noonan looks it across, looking teammate there, but going nowhere. Noonan, it'll be tossed up. Noonan works his way to the ball nicely. Won it down. Now a chance for Ellerton. Himself into a bit of a bind. Intercepting mark by Foal. Stabs it into the middle of the ground for Zeman. Zeman sets it up in the latter direction. The Leeds present. He goes out the back here. Walker again. He's going to run into an open goal and he's going to kick his fourth. Slams it through. Noah Walker has 4. There's 3 of them in the opening 5 minutes of this quarter. It's the Noah Walker show at UTAS Stadium. And the South out by 22 points. They struggled to take their opportunities in the first half, but Walker has straightened them right up here in the third term. 3 chances, 3 goals. He was never going to miss that one. And the scoreboard now perhaps reflecting the play a little more. 22 points to lead. The way of Myrtle. Noah Walker stamping his authority on this football match. Noonan takes it out of the ruck. The ball is a good one. And they'll go forward again here. Hands up there was Knowles. Clearing it away, Drozzards. And stretching to take the mark is Groom. Doesn't have a lot on immediately, so just has to wait for something to present further afield. Nothing really did, so just stabbed a short one into the corridor. Found Knowles. Knowles with a nice kick to Drozzards. This is able to bite off some territory. It's wide open forward 50 if they can get it out the back here. Nobody back there, but the South able to repel. They were initially. That's a great tackle, and it's going to be rewarded. A free kick going the way of Bartlett. Stuck the tackle splendidly. His kick not quite as good, but it bounces off the chest of Foal. Opportunity on the outside here for McQuestion. He fires it towards the teeth of goal. An opportunity if they can get free. The handball released. Just holding on here at the Southerners. Bowering did enough, and they're going to look to rebound. An opportunity further afield. The kick out in front of Ellerton, who'll give chase. He's got some support arriving in the form of Stanley. Ellerton used him as a decoy, spun back into the corridor, then sent it forward looking for Rolls. He was caught behind though, has to work his way towards the football. Crawford can't really clear the area. Over the shoulder, a free kick going to go the way of the Southerners here. An opportunity for Latta, who just blasted in towards guess who? It's Noah Walker again. They can't stop him. A good lead, and it was a nice spot-up kick from Harry Latta. Noah Walker. This is the toughest of the chances. And so he opts to just do the team thing, square it up instead. Unselfishly finds Oliver Rolls, who'll go back for a much simpler opportunity. And the way Walker's been kicking him, you wouldn't blame him for taking the shot on, but did the disciplined team thing, played the percentages. He might have a goal assist, with his second goal assist to go with his 4 goals. Making no mistake is Oliver Rolls. He gets his first. And the South really putting some separation on the scoreboard now. They're up by 28 points. They've kicked 4 goals to start this third term. as Noah Walker continues to dominate. It's a handy lead now for the south side. Cameron is beaten there by Latta. Kick back into the corridor. Just eludes Hines. Slapped on by Ahern. Touch ball. Aware of that was Latta. His kick though straight to Knowles, who thumps one towards a contest in the middle of the ground. Handball away in time. Good smother there just to break things up and stop a counter-attack. Crawford slung by Claridge but got his kick away. It impacted the kick though. Relieving mark was taken and player going into the protected zone. He's going to see Atkin marched all the way to 50 and there's no one on the mark so he can play on and he drives a bullet inside the forward 50. Nice setup there for Freeman. Hugo Freeman can go back. Try continue. The onslaught of goals in quarter number 3 for the South. And Hugo Freeman get the job done. He'll have to kick from about 40 out. Won't quite have the journey. Almost marked in the square. Knowles trying to take it away. Couldn't gather it. And he locked in there. Umpire gives him an eternity, and eventually, I think everyone's expecting a ball up. Eventually, it's plucked out of there. The clearing kick almost broken up, though, by Viney. Primrose able to clear their lines. Got some numbers here in support if Crawford could win it. Claridge opted to keep it in. Just slapped it back inside, turning away with it Cameron, and now blasted out of there by Belchambers, but blasted straight across the line. Was offering short. Instead, Westbury goes further afield and it's intercepted by Knowles. Read it beautifully, did Judd Knowles. Kick into the corridor. Finds Bartlett. Leslie Bartlett. Almost an intercept there. Nice play from Thorpe. Fired the handball back. Dykstra drives it in and Walker plucks another one. Doesn't look confident of having a shot. He's got a man over the top in the square. Didn't quite get enough purchase on it. Almost spilled that way all the same. The tackle was laid, spilled out, holding the footy. So Bud, who was the man who was loose over the top. Ball didn't find him, but in the end he went back, stuck a tackle and won it. So Toby Budd in close range to extend the lead to 34 points. He makes no mistake. They've tidied up their conversion in quarter number 3. Have the Southerners. And they are skipping well clear now. 8-11-59. Leading Primrose 4-1-25. They were 1-goal-11 at one stage, Myrtle. So after kicking just 1 goal from their first 12 shots, they've scored 7 goals from their last 7 chances. Bit of reversion to the mean there. And 34 points now the margin. Pretty emphatic stuff. The South looking to follow up the efforts of the 13s. Make it a double win there. Slapped down nicely by Latta, but was able to send it forward. Towering mark taken by Viney. Spread the ball intelligently to Dawn, and Dawn spots up the goal kicker, Bud. Bud steers it over the top, wanted to keep it moving quickly, did so to Thorpe. Thorpe coughed it up, but free kick's going to go the way of Latta. Just running on the ground was Foal, and he sends it inside 50. Didn't quite catch his kick as he'd have liked, though. Drozzard's able to intercept. Drozzard's kicks towards a pack, and it's well plucked by Groom. Was told there was a set of hands on it before him, though, so not paid it. Bartlett somehow got a handball away. Great tackle, McQueston. Rewarded, in fact, it was Groom. So Wade Groom, big tackle there. He's an option short. Drozzard wanted to use him. He back in his kicking skills instead, and steers one the direction. Prowse over his head, though. Handball over the top. Hines goes in, looks to dart clear of some traffic, and does so, and he has them lining up at half forward here. Will steer it inside 50, or dropping one he should have had, Noonan. Straightens up, spins, has the ball knocked out of his hands. Squaring handball. Then firing it through is Freeman. And it's another one for the South. They just had too many free men inside 50 there. It wasn't overly tidy, but they had the extra. And Hugo Freeman gets his first of the contest. The South with their ninth. And all one-way traffic here in quarter number 3. 5 goals straight to no score. An 8th straight goal for the South. One down by Latta. Bartlett's kick was smothered, spilt the way of Hines. Hines tracking it, fired the handball back inside. Some fancy footwork was shown there by a hooker. Now they'll send it inside forward 50 once more, almost a mark. Handball's flung out, Walker first to the fall of it, as a bounce, maybe a little unnecessary, but he spears a kick and finds Freeman. Continuing to create, continuing to dominate, Noel Walker. And his coach says, come have a spell on the bench. So, Freeman for his second, and he makes no mistake. Well, they couldn't take a chance earlier. Myrtle, they can't miss now. 6 straight for the quarter. 9-11-65, they lead by 40 points. It's been a remarkable reversal in scoring chances. 10-11, 71. They just continue to take them. And they've kicked everything this term. No blemishes whatsoever. 7 goals straight for the term. A 46-point lead. Zeman back to Hines. Hines from a standing start. Sets it up. Well plucked back there by Drozzard. Kicks towards a contest. Off hands. Charging away with it is Hudson Bain, who thumps his side forward. Can they get it out the back here? It's a wide open forward 50. Almost sharked there by House. Defence holds steady. Kick guided out to Oakford. Half back, he's got Thorpe over the top, goes further afield to Bud. It's spoiled away from him by Jack Crowley. Final 90 seconds of quarter number 3. Prowse getting it down. Getting in the back there, Harry Latta. He'll get the free kick, immediately opts to share it with Thorpe. Thorpe darts into the corridor, then fires one off in the direction of Pigeon. Leading back in the ball, Taylor putting some pressure on. Opportunity perhaps though for the South. Got a problem there, Taylor, got rid of it. Cleared away by Power. So a contest. Here's Dykes. Dykes with good vision, good execution. Wide ball was just too short for Pigeon. Cleared out of there by Field. Very wide kick, too wide. It drifts out of play. We got 20 seconds left here. Get a mark here and then send it inside 50. Maybe one more chance to score if they move it quickly. Not sure he's aware of the time. He spears this one wide. Got to go quickly here. His ladder. Time about to expire. As he drives it inside forward 50. And right on the siren, the mark is taken. Oh no, the umpire says it's not. So a let off there for Primrose. And a dominant quarter from Myrtle, the team of the South. They have started taking their chances. They lead this one by 46 points, 10-11-71 to 4-1-25. And after being 1 goal, 11-17, they've kicked 9 consecutive goals since that time to lead this one by 46 points. They kicked 7 straight to no score for that quarter, and after it was just 4 points at halftime, it's now 46 at three-quarter time. They made their move. The goal kickers, Noah Walker with 4. He kicked 3 goals in the first 5 minutes of that quarter. He has run absolutely rampant. Hugo Freeman kicked 2 goals for the term. James Stanley, Ned Bowering, Toby Budd and Oliver Rolls, the other goal kickers. For Primrose, Sam Drossett, Nick Cameron, Alex French and Preston Mead. They all came in the first half. They didn't really go forward too often in that third term. So the South well and truly made their move. We'll see if the Northwest can respond in the final term and cut the margin a bit. Back shortly with quarter number 4.
but you ain't seen nothing.
So back for the final quarter here at UTAS Stadium. A correction to the score has been offered by the goal umpires to the score too. So somewhere along the line, the goal kicking accuracy run did stop. 10 goals 12, Myrtle 72, leading this one by 47 points. And sending it forward is Latta inside 50, and he finds the marking target in Dykes, kept it moving quickly. Stabbed into the pocket, broken up. Changed some handballs, just getting it away in time was Fisher. Negotiated this pretty well. Primrose spiked away there by Freeman. Spills out the back of the contest. Looking the tightrope, Ahern. Now a play for a ball in. Yeah, the goal umpires vociferously yelling up to the scorers during the three-quarter time break. Got to add another behind, so 47 points is the lead for the Southerners. One's back into play. Just about got a kick away there. Did Claridge. Battling away Siemens. Ball paddled on, and Claridge did well to force it out there to Dawn. Nicely intercepted back there. The line beautifully marked by Nash Ahern. He spears one into the corridor. And they'll build through the middle here. An opportunity for me. Send them inside forward 50. Trying to trap it was House under some pressure from Atkin. Curling ball. Bounced out the back. Reading that nicely was Oakford. And Oakford clears it outside defensive 50. Reaching up to take the mark. Latta gets it moving quickly. Over the top. With Freeman. Building well here, the Southerners, but that kick will be chopped off by Nick Cameron. Cameron called to play on. He finds Blackwell. Keep it moving quickly. Stabs it over the top, searching for Wilson, but it was broken up there by Freeman. Heads into the middle of the ground. Opportunity for Bowering to try and turn away. He does. Blasts it down the corridor. With hands. Knee. Trying to bring it under his spell was Groom. Still going Groom. Battling on. Eventually Claridge worked the handball to Walker. Walker to Zeman. Zeman spied a teammate in space in the form of Dykes. Dykes didn't quite sit for him. Just worked off it by Drozzards. And Drozzards finds Jack Crowley. Just come off the bench. Crowley down the line looking for Marshall, but play broken up, taking the intercept Bowering. Bowering able to chip wide. Foul found Zeman. Zeman launches it up towards the forward 50. Walker in pursuit. Drozzards though. Looks to work it out. The pressure being applied by Dykes. Just got away in time to Me. Oh, he's gone here, caught. That'll be holding the footy. Nice work from Ellerton. Ellerton handed it off to Lather. Deep inside 50, juggling it, not paid the mark. Rolls thought he'd done enough. I said there was a hand in there and he would toss it up. Spiked down, but spiked it straight into the waiting arms of Hooker, who's paid the goal. They all looked around. I think a few thought there might have been a touch. They waited for the goal umpire, but Hooker given the goal all clear and given the goal. And the South continue to pull away and extend their lead to 53 points. Flynn Hooker, an instinctive finish. I think the giveaway was that Groom, the one who would have touched it, didn't really react. Everyone just kind of turned and looked at the umpire, but there was no appealing from Groom, so certainly say you're clear, no surprise there for Hooker. Again, another one. South been running rampant since half time. Sending him forward again here, Latter. Handball back inside to Dykes. Dykes just offline. Finally a miss. So they'd taken just about every chance that had flown their way since half time. So 54 points to the lead for the South, doing it pretty comfortably. Under pressure here, Crowley heads back across the face. Teammate under a little bit of trouble. Composed was Taylor, but now they've lost it. Snapping around the corner is Ellerton. And Ellerton grabs himself a goal. Finlay Ellerton, the onslaught continuing for the South. They're out by 60 points. Just a little messy, trying to work their handballs out of defence. Ellerton sold a little candy initially, then killed it round expertly. Back to the middle. Bain handballed it somewhat indiscriminately. It'll be forced forward by Thorpe. Working up Drozzards. His kick was shut down. Hines attacking the football. Now an opportunity for Dykes, trying to bend one back. Oh, brilliant work there. Ellerton's got another one. Bud set him up with a great handball. And 2 in a minute for Finlay Ellerton. Credit to Toby Budd. Did really well to get that handball under pressure over the top to him. And 66 points now. It's 19-15 at one stage in favour of Primrose. Since then, 12 goals for to 1 goal. Certainly didn't take their chances early. They were on top of the contest, but shows the difference good kicking can make. But it's been pretty dominant stuff from the South. They'll lead this one by 11 goals now. Of course, today more about individuals showing what they can do. Team results final score. Crawford nearly plucked that one. Great opportunity for these young players to show what they can do and put their name up in lights. Just losing his footing there was Atkin. Might invite a chance. Primrose, if they can get it cleanly out the back. Taylor tries to reel it in. Handball back. Standing start was Bartlett, forced it into the pocket. Chaos bounce and perhaps a chance from an outrageous angle. Oh, worked back spectacularly by Ahern. From an outrageous angle. He got the dribble kick working to perfection. Just rolled it in. Very skillfully done. Nash Ahern. A nice little highlight reel goal there. They've kicked some nice ones today, it has to be said, Primrose. Well, that one was just trickling away, but then the spin back that he allowed for. They stop a run of Myrtle goals. The first one of the second half, that was 29-25 at half time. They kicked 62 unanswered points before that one, so Ahern brings that to an end. South will look to go forward again via Thorpe. His kick intercepted. Wasn't a particularly nice ball though for Taylor, who'll get the free kick. He's going to get 50 metres here for a bit of encroachment. So Taylor going to be marched up and he charges past the man on the mark to try and give him an extra man here. And be able to play on and send it inside forward 50. It went through the hands of Oakford. Crawford takes it, busts through one, then got the handball away for Marshall. Has Bartlett on the outside. Nicely defended. Some good play at ground level there from Blackwell, but South able to steer it away, just losing the footing there though. Bartlett wins the ball back, curls one round the corner, getting a hand up was Zeman. And now skipping clear is Westbury. Westbury, a teammate in a bit of space in Dawn. Dawn fires the handball over the top, then continues his run to receive it. Dawn closing in on 50. It's a wide open goal square. He fires it down there, big one-on-one at the top of the square. Back handball from Dykes. They're going to be able to see it away though. Not for too long though, because there was Pigeon. They'd string a couple of handballs, then chip it inside forward 50 where Zeman was awaiting it. No one on the mark, so he plays on, steals a few metres, fires it towards the teeth of goal, and it's off hands and through for a behind. So look to work it out at defence here. The northwest/north via Groom. Sets a bit of a task here for Bartlett, but he was up to it. Bartlett heads wide looking for Blackwell. Getting a hand up in the way was Thorpe. Paddle towards the line. Slinging tackle from Fisher. Forces a stoppage. Prowse. Down trying to bust through the pack was Fisher. Free kick going the way of Zeman. Called to play on. Zeman guides a kick inside the forward 50. At the back, snapped around the corner. They're queuing up behind here and finishing classily is Flynn Hooker. He gets his second goal. That was a really nice finish from a tight angle. And the South back out to a 67-point lead. Just down the back of the contest. Hooker ran on, guided it through nicely. So he has two. And Myrtle continue to amass goals here in the second half. Kicked 11 second half goals. Dominant stuff from the Southerners. Forward goes Drozzards. Tumbling bounce. Nicely done by Hugo Freeman. Drozzards again. The quick release on the handball. Just a bit too sharp for his teammate. Towed off into space. Tackle on the ball back for Latta. Zeman Sorry, it was Walker. Inside 50 again, but getting up to take leaving mark, and now they look to try and find Drossards in the middle of the ground, and he comes away with it. He'll have a bounce. He's got some room to manoeuvre, Drossards, and he's a good user by foot. That was no exception. A piercing ball inside 50 and found Wilson. Taj Wilson trying to get his name on the score sheet. Nice kicking action. Doesn't quite have the accuracy though. Just pulls it off to the left for a behind. And move along to 5-2. Atkin at half back. Bowering just combining here with Westbury. They work it up the line. Bare hands from Dawn. It was slick from Hooker. Done some nice things, Flynn Hooker. Hasn't been overly prominent, but when he's been involved, goals have tended to follow. An impact player, a little sideways one. I don't think was expected from Stanley. As Latta just lost his footing, trying to change direction. And South trying to bring up the century here, 14-14-98. One down by Davis. Handball spills out, Drossards on top of it. Worked out of there by Thorpe. He found Hines. Sight to the line, too far out to score, so he just squares it up. And there was Noah Walker. He ran absolutely rampant in that third quarter. And he'll have an opportunity for a fifth. 4 goals and 2 assists for Noah Walker. You have the stack of the football. Dominated the midfield early, then moved forward and just ran the show in quarter number 3. An opportunity for another one here for Noah Walker. Right to the line. Does it have enough? It does. A fifth for Noah Walker. Remember that name. He has absolutely stolen the show here at UTAS and brings up the century for the South. 15-14-104, a 72-point lead as we tick towards the conclusion of this under-14s Devils Talent Academy game. Without the young players showing their wares, young stars given the chance to shine, none have shined brighter than Noah Walker. Look out for that name in years to come. Prowse feeds it out. All just staying in there though. Prowse winning it down. Blasted away by Thorpe through the hands of Hines. Just to go back, some support arriving. Hines paddled to himself. That was slick stuff. Just losing his footing though, Pigeon. A high ball towards the paint of 50. It was a tough one for Crowley. Just spiked away into space. Taylor there in support, and they'll clear it out there. On a searching lead was Wilson. Couldn't quite stretch to get it. Now Hugo Freeman drives it down the line. Nicely plucked by Hines. Walker's on over the top here. Too far out to score, so he just centres the ball instead. It was obviously broken up there. Oh yeah, Knowles copped a knock in the first half, so got a bit of a bandage on the head there. Walker the target, taken away from him though. Well done by Hudson Bain. Had some good moments, Bain, and that's a lovely kick to Crawford. Crawford will guide this one wide in the direction of Marshall. Marshall bends it round the corner. Gathering Noonan under pressure and throws the football. So a free kick going the way of Billy Power. He'll take a big kick from here. So he just steers one into the pocket. It's going to pitch short. Little work to do there. Doing it well was Marshall. Curled it round and he found Crawford. So Sam Crawford. The final minute of the contest. A consolation goal here for Primrose, team of the North-Northwest. Sam Crawford works it back a little too far in the end and just leaves it near side for a minor score. Oakford clearing it out. Thorpe sees it over the line. That might be the final action of the contest. And there it is, the final siren, an emphatic victory for the South. The Devils, Myrtle, it was a dominant second half showing from them. At half-time, it was 29 plays 25. They slammed on 12 goals 3 to 1 goal 2 in the second half. Stamped their authority on the contest. Noah Walker in particular, absolutely outstanding. He kicked 5 goals. Other multiple goal scorers, Hugo Freeman with 2, Finlay Ellerton with 2, Flynn Hooker with 2. Singles to James Stanley, Ned Bowering and Toby Budd. For Primrose, well, there were some highlight reel goals. Sam Drossett scored a very nice goal, as did Nash Ahern and Preston Mee, Alex French and Nick Cameron, the other goal kickers. It was a pretty dominant performance from the South. They had plenty of standout players. Xavier Hines, I thought, was really good. Stuart Zeman did plenty. Walker, of course, the standout player on the field, absolutely dominant. Lewis Thorpe had a really good day. Freeman kicked a couple of goals. Henry Ladder battled hard. Ellerton and the hooker with a couple of goals in there. Dawn showed some nice dash. They just had winners across the park. Primrose, they fought hard. Drossett, I thought, was probably their best. He battled all day. Wesley Bartlett had a bit of the football there. Certainly Taylor, I thought, offered a little bit of explosiveness at times. And really, it was a tough day for them. The defence were under pressure for so much of that contest. I thought Jack Crowley did pretty well under immense pressure for much of the game. The ball just continually going in there. And eventually, the weight of chances showed in that second half as after they started the game with 1 goal 11 from their first 12 scoring chances. They then scored 14 goals from their next 16. Remarkably ending up with more goals than behinds. When you start 1 goal 11, I don't reckon that happens too often. But it was the South far too strong. They win this one by 71 points. And that ends game number 2. Next up, it's the under-15s. They'll be underway shortly here from UTAS Stadium. But it's South who take the jockeys in the 13s and 14s. The under-15s coming up for you shortly. Stick around for that.